Do you know that there are terrifying creatures in the sea, almost like mythical creatures? Let me shock you by saying that the deeper you go into the ocean, the scarier and more ferocious these creatures living in it become. That's why humans always have their limits. They cannot surpass them. If they try to exceed these limits, they will encounter something so dreadful that just seeing it would be unbearable. That's why when you hear the name Mariana Trench, you must know that it embodies fear. You must also understand that humans cannot fully comprehend the shape and size of the creatures living in it. However, they know that what resides in the trench is death, pure and simple. If you descend into it, you will meet death personified in the form of the most terrifying creatures that our Creator has ever brought into existence. Human beings are always passionate about exploring the world and uncovering its secrets. Curiosity drives them to continually seek knowledge, and over time, they have learned many things and created tools that help them understand the universe. They have traveled through space, dived into the oceans, climbed mountains, dissected animals, and unearthed numerous historical facts. They have even discovered the appearance and structure of animals that went extinct thousands of years ago. One of their dreams was to reach the highest point on Earth, and they succeeded in reaching Mount Everest, which stands at 8,848 meters high. However, they lacked the necessary means to explore the deepest point on the planet's surface. Imagine wearing a diving suit and descending into the ocean, feeling a strange pressure in your body and a sense of imbalance. You feel like your body might explode due to the increasing water pressure as you go deeper, even if you are in a diving vessel. With time, humans managed to discover the deepest points in the oceans, like the Eurasian Basin in the Arctic Ocean, with a depth of 5,450 meters, the Java Trench in the Indian Ocean, with a depth of 7,725 meters, and the Puerto Rico Trench in the Atlantic Ocean, with a depth of 8,648 meters. For a long time, they thought the deepest point on Earth was the Puerto Rico Trench until they discovered the Mariana Trench, which reaches a depth of 11,033 meters. It turned out to be the most profound and darkest place ever explored. The Mariana Trench is a frightening place, harboring mysterious and monstrous creatures that remain mostly unknown to us. It is a very deep trench, shaped like the letter V, located in the western Pacific Ocean near the Mariana Islands. It is believed to have been formed by tectonic plate movements due to earthquakes throughout history, and is estimated to be over 170 million years old, making it the oldest and deepest place on Earth's surface. In 1872, the British ship HMS Challenger embarked on a 4-year journey to explore the deepest points in the oceans. However, the technology at the time was limited, and they used a massive rope with an iron weight at the end, marked with measurement indicators to measure the depth. They discovered a point close to the Mariana Islands where the rope just kept descending and hit the bottom after reaching a full 8,000 meters. This discovery puzzled the world, leading to questions about whether there are living creatures at such depths, and whether any creatures could withstand such immense pressure. In 1951, a second ship named Challenger 2 Inches was equipped with better technology, including sonar waves for more precise measurements. They managed to reach a depth of approximately 11,000 meters and named the location Challenger Deep in honor of the first ship that discovered it. Despite these discoveries, humans have not yet been able to descend to the bottom of the trench themselves and explore whether there are living creatures or not. The place is so intimidating and dark that it could hold unimaginable creatures. However, human curiosity always pushes them to seek more knowledge, even if it means risking their lives. In the year 1958 CE, the Soviet ship VTS revealed the existence of marine life and creatures living in the ocean depths, reaching depths of up to 7,000 meters below the water's surface. These strange and unknown creatures to humanity at the time were referred to as sea monsters. However, scientists were not content with this discovery. Someone had to dive into the trench and personally record the presence of these creatures. Diving to such depths was challenging due to the pressure, which was over 1,000 times higher than the pressure at the surface. In 1960 CE, Swiss scientist Jacques Piccard boarded the submarine Trieste and embarked on an exploratory expedition into the ocean. The submarine was capable of withstanding high pressure in the ocean depths and diving long distances without being affected. He reached the Mariana Trench and decided to descend to its deepest point. The journey took him 5 full hours to reach a depth of 11 kilometers. The submarine stayed at the bottom for 20 minutes, during which researchers searched for living organisms. They indeed discovered that despite the immense depth, there were living creatures in that location. To this day, the Mariana Trench remains a natural wonder with its deep depths and the presence of marine organisms. The strange aspect is that these creatures differ from those found in other oceans. These organisms can endure the extreme pressure and thrive, just like the prehistoric shark called Megalodon, which was featured in the movie The Meg, starring Jason Statham. One of the odd incidents during Piccard's mission was the sighting of a massive cylindrical creature that seemed to be following the submarine. However, the creature vanished before they could identify it. Some scientists speculated that it might be from an unknown underwater civilization or an extinct species from ancient times. In 1985 CE, the research vessel Glomar Challenger set out on an exploratory journey to discover the creatures in the Mariana Trench. The incident that occurred was both strange and gripping. They used a probe, a small submarine sent down to explore the trench, to record sounds from below. The probe descended to a distance of 10,000 meters and recorded incredibly eerie sounds. The steel cables used to lower the probe were being pulled in a peculiar way, as if some creature was trying to drag it down. The team spent 3 full hours trying to free the probe from whatever was pulling it. When they finally retrieved it, they found tooth marks on the probe, as if a gigantic marine creature had attempted to consume it. Some scientists argued that the cause was likely the Megalodon shark, which had been extinct for 3.6 million years. It was a gigantic shark, measuring 18 meters in length and weighing 45 tons, resembling a 6-story building. Imagine a creature of such size living on our planet, yet we had no prior knowledge of it. What if there were even larger creatures out there? Subsequent biologists claimed that the responsible creature was indeed the Megalodon shark, due to the size of the tooth marks on the probe. They had previously discovered a giant fossilized tooth the size of an adult human hand, and conducted tests to identify its owner, which led to the Megalodon. They openly stated that the Megalodon shark still exists in the Mariana Trench. Years later, a very strange incident occurred. A Japanese cargo ship passing near the Mariana Trench was hit by something and capsized easily in calm weather conditions. There were no rocks or obstacles in the area. Several years after the incident, Japan decided to send a remote-controlled vessel to reach the deepest point of the trench. It revealed over 350 different marine creatures living at the heart of the trench. The exploration journey took place between the 1995 Common Era and the 2003 Common Era. In 2017 Common Era, a 52-year-old businessman named Victor Vescovo, who had a passion for exploration and knowledge, decided to undertake a mission called 5 Deeps Expedition. He aimed to explore the 5 deepest areas on Earth, one of which was the Challenger Deep or the Mariana Trench. Victor successfully dived into the heart of the trench alone, despite the risks involved. He spent 4 hours diving and managed to observe a large number of living marine creatures in the trench. His journey was documented and aired on the National Geographic Channel. He broke the individual diving record, surpassing the record set by James Cameron, the director of the movie Titanic 2, which was released in 2010. Victor's journey was featured in a documentary titled Deep Sea Challenge. Until now, scientists have been unable to definitively prove the existence of legendary sea creatures in the trench since they cannot capture and present them. There is a considerable debate among scientists regarding the existence of the Megalodon shark. However, the majority leans towards its existence and non-extinction. The world is strange, frightening, and full of discoveries. Despite human progress on Earth, the scope of our knowledge remains small and insignificant compared to the greatness of the Creator. Just imagine if the human lifespan were only 20,000 years. Within that time, humans managed to invent, discover, and explore so much, reaching for the mysteries of the universe. Yet no matter how far we reach, we still wouldn't comprehend the full extent of the Creator's greatness, for we will always remain tiny in comparison.